The 1970s produced ambitious sci-fi films that bombed spectacularly at the box office, dismissed by critics and ignored by audiences. These commercial disasters contained innovative ideas, groundbreaking effects, and prophetic themes that time has vindicated. Hollywood's biggest failures often become cinema's most influential treasures. 15. The Final Program, 1973. Based on Michael Moorcock's Jerry Cornelius novels, this British psychedelic experiment earned only $300,000 worldwide. John Finch plays the androgynous secret agent navigating surreal near-future chaos through gender-fluid adventures. Director Robert Fuest creates hallucinogenic atmosphere mixing mod fashion with futuristic technology. The film's exploration of sexual ambiguity and anti-establishment themes proved too radical for mainstream audiences. Critics dismissed it as pretentious nonsense, while audiences found the deliberately confusing plot impenetrable. The movie's complete disregard for commercial appeal made it box office poison. Underground film circuits and cult appreciation eventually recognized its innovative gender politics and experimental storytelling. The Final Program's influence on later cyberpunk and gender-fluid narratives proves that commercial failure often indicates artistic innovation that audiences need time to understand and appreciate. 14. Phase 4, 1974. Saul Bass's only feature film earned just $1 million against its $1.5 million budget. This ecological horror presents hyper-intelligent ants waging systematic war against humanity in Arizona desert through coordinated attacks. Bass's graphic design background creates stunning macro photography that treats insects as genuinely alien intelligence. The film's environmental themes about nature fighting back feel urgently relevant today. Audiences expecting monster movie thrills found contemplative documentary instead. Critics didn't understand Bass's artistic approach to genre filmmaking, leading to poor reviews and minimal distribution. Film preservation efforts revealed Bass's lost ending, showing complete human subjugation to ant intelligence. The director's uncompromising vision found appreciation among viewers seeking genuine artistic innovation rather than conventional entertainment formulas. 13th, Zardoz, 1974. John Boorman's post-apocalyptic epic earned $1.8 million against its $1.57 million budget, but became notorious for Sean Connery's red diaper costume. Critics savaged its philosophical pretensions and surreal imagery. The film explores immortality, class warfare, and social stagnation through bizarre storytelling. Connery's Zed infiltrates an immortal society to discover their terrible secret about eternal life's meaninglessness. Audiences rejected its pretentious dialogue and weird visuals, while critics found the themes incomprehensible. The movie's complete disregard for audience expectations made it commercial disaster. Cult movie appreciation and academic study revealed sophisticated themes beneath notorious surface elements. Zardoz's influence on later philosophical sci-fi proves that ambitious artistic failure often achieves more lasting cultural impact than safe commercial success. 12. The Man Who Fell to Earth, 1976. Nicholas Roeg's alien visitor drama earned only $100,000 in initial U.S. release despite David Bowie's starring role. American distributors butchered the film with extensive cuts that destroyed Roeg's narrative structure. Bowie's otherworldly presence perfectly suits Thomas Jerome Newton, an alien trying to save his dying planet through Earth technology. His gradual corruption by human vices creates haunting allegory. Midnight movie screenings and critical reevaluation transformed it into arthouse classic. The film's themes about environmental destruction and corporate greed feel remarkably contemporary, proving that challenging sci-fi can find appreciative audiences when given proper time and cultural context. 11. The Visitor, 1979. This Italian-American co-production earned $400,000 against its $800,000 budget while baffling critics and audiences. The plot involves intergalactic criminals, psychic children, and killer birds in cosmic horror fever dream. Director Giulio Paradisi assembled John Huston, Shelley Winters, and Glenn Ford for incomprehensible story operating on pure dream logic. The film defies rational summary through reality-bending sequences. Critics were completely bewildered while audiences stayed away from its surreal atmosphere. The movie's complete abandonment of narrative coherence made it commercial poison. 10th God Told Me To, 1976. Larry Cohen's religious horror thriller earned $4 million against its $1.8 million budget but faced widespread boycotts. The film suggests Jesus Christ was an alien hybrid while exploring urban paranoia. Tony LoBianco investigates mass murders committed by ordinary people claiming divine instruction. Cohen's guerrilla filmmaking captures authentic New York atmosphere while delivering blasphemous content. Cult fans discovered Cohen's fearless approach to religious material and urban violence. The movie's provocative themes about faith, control, and alien manipulation remain shocking decades later, proving that suppressed films often contain the most challenging and important ideas. 9. THX 1138, 1971. George Lucas's debut feature earned only $2.4 million against its $777,000 budget. Warner Brothers executives completely misunderstood its minimalist design and abstract storytelling approach. Robert Duvall's powerful performance drives this meditation on conformity and technological control. The sterile white environments create believable dystopian future through practical locations. Film school screenings and critical re-evaluation established it as Lucas's most sophisticated artistic statement. THX 1138's influence on cyberpunk and dystopian cinema proves that personal vision can triumph over commercial considerations when given proper appreciation. 8. Dark Star, 1974. John Carpenter's $60,000 debut earned minimal theatrical revenue. Distributors couldn't understand its blend of existential comedy and space horror, leading to limited release and poor marketing. The film follows astronauts destroying unstable planets while gradually losing sanity through boredom and isolation. Dan O'Bannon's screenplay balances absurdist humor with cosmic terror. Critics dismissed it as amateur student filmmaking while audiences found the pace too slow. The low-budget production values couldn't compete with mainstream releases. Midnight movie circuits established its cult reputation among viewers appreciating innovative concepts over expensive production values. Dark Star's influence on alien and space horror proves that creativity matters more than budget in creating lasting cinematic impact. 7. Silent Running, 1972. Douglas Trumbull's environmental fable earned $5 million against its $1.3 million budget, but critics dismissed its ecological message. Bruce Dern protects Earth's last forests aboard orbital greenhouse ships. The film's uncompromising environmental stance and willingness to present murder as conservation proved controversial. Dern's character commits homicide to preserve dying ecosystems from corporate destruction. Audiences weren't ready for passionate ecological advocacy mixed with science fiction adventure. The movie's environmental themes felt too radical for mainstream acceptance. 6. The Omega Man, 1971. Boris Sagal's post-apocalyptic thriller earned $4.1 million against its $2 million budget, but critics found Charlton Heston's performance overwrought. The sole survivor faces nocturnal mutants in empty Los Angeles. The film's exploration of isolation, racial dynamics, and survival psychology feels remarkably relevant after pandemic experiences. Heston maintains sanity through routine while facing absolute loneliness. Critics compared it unfavorably to previous adaptations, while audiences found the premise depressing. The movie's bleak vision of civilizational collapse challenged viewers seeking escapist entertainment. 5. Logan's Run, 1976. Michael Anderson's dystopian thriller earned $25 million against its $9 million budget, but was considered disappointing compared to Star Wars. Critics dismissed it as shallow spectacle missing deeper themes. The film's vision of hedonistic society where people die at 30 feels remarkably prescient. Michael York and Jenny Agutter escape controlled paradise seeking authentic existence. Audiences found the premise absurd, while critics focused on production design over thematic content. The movie's warnings about youth obsession and social control went largely unnoticed. 4. Westworld, 1973. Michael Crichton's android thriller earned $10 million against its $1.25 million budget, but critics dismissed it as simple entertainment. The film anticipates AI consciousness and technological rebellion. Yul Brynner's malfunctioning gunslinger creates menace through physical presence rather than special effects. The premise of theme park androids achieving consciousness feels remarkably prescient. Critics found the concept absurd, while audiences treated it as disposable entertainment. The movie's warnings about artificial intelligence and technological dependence seemed like fantasy. 3. Fantastic Planet, 1973. René Laloux's animated masterpiece earned minimal U.S. revenue as distributors couldn't market European art animation. The film presents humans as pets to giant blue aliens. The distinctive cutout animation creates fluid movement that feels both primitive and sophisticated. Roland Topor's surreal art design brings impossible alien landscapes to vivid life. American audiences weren't prepared for serious animated sci-fi tackling themes about oppression and liberation. The film's art house approach challenged commercial animation expectations. 2. Solaris, 1972. Andrei Tarkovsky's space-based drama earned minimal Western revenue as audiences expecting action found philosophical meditation. The sentient planet materializes visitors' suppressed memories and guilt. The film's exploration of consciousness, memory, and human connection feels more relevant in our digital age. Tarkovsky's contemplative pacing prioritizes emotional depth over technological spectacle. Western critics compared it unfavorably to 2001, while audiences found the pace unbearable. The movie's philosophical approach challenged genre expectations completely. 1. World on a Wire, 1973. Rainer Werner Fassbinder's 3.5-hour epic about virtual reality earned no U.S. theatrical release for decades. The film anticipates The Matrix by 25 years through computer simulation themes. A scientist discovers his world might be artificial simulation, leading to existential crisis. Fassbinder's direction emphasizes mirrors and reflections, creating visual metaphors for uncertain reality. German audiences found its length challenging, while American distribution remained non-existent. The film's philosophical complexity and runtime made it commercially impossible. These commercial disasters contained the most innovative ideas and prophetic warnings of their era. Time vindicated their artistic vision while revealing Hollywood's failure to recognize genuine innovation. Which underrated flop deserves rediscovery? Subscribe for more buried cinema treasures.